What's up everybody, Showtime, this is TheBlaziking, and we're here for the Honkai Star Rail stream that happened yesterday, and I know it happened yesterday, but I also didn't realize it happened yesterday, or else I would have done this yesterday. But instead I uploaded an old storyline video, so you should totally go check that out. I know it's an older storyline video, but hey, it's like an hour or 30 minutes long, something like that. So just go let it run through while you're checking this out with me. And let this whole video run through, even if you're not going to watch it with me. Smile. But yeah, pre-cognory, subscribe, and like I said, watch videos. Let's just get into this, and hopefully it doesn't take me too long to actually watch the important bits, because, yeah,
All eyes are on the Penacony Shot, which is now in its fourth round. Waves of remaining competitors are still vying for their shot at victory. Leaving aside Duke Inferno's fiery demise, the family would like to reassure everyone that no contestants have come to harm. That's still the case, right? With the crisis dispelled, only flowers, glory, and rapturous applause awaits. Not to mention a pool party.
hey, I'm just saying, canonic Akron a swimsuit, that wouldn't be too bad. I know we're never gonna get such a thing, but I mean...
Miss Akron, didn't we all agree to the swimsuit dress code? That's not a swimsuit.
Is that what we agreed?
God, but you...
Albert, can I borrow you?
Madam Jade. So, what...
Another one that wouldn't be too bad as swimsuit edition. Eh?
The corporation is planning to increase the special program budget. Here, it's all in the agreement.
Thank you, Miss Jade. And thank you, RPC. Where do I sign?
Pleasure doing business.
Miss Firefly, hey, can you do the transformation thingy? You know what I'm talking about. Now's the perfect time.
Okay, it's just... there's a lot of people around.
No problem. If anything goes wrong, just blame your good buddy Albert.
In that case, check out the newest upgrade. I shall set the seas ablaze! To me, hiding is much easier than being honest.
I think we got a little video involving this
Yet,
the day
I still want to
beforehand.
try expressing my emotions as any ordinary person would. Forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend?
That is what I was fucking talking about! I know I don't have the story bit uploaded yet, but that is the exact fucking thing I was referring to. That they fucking almost forgot about the mutual destruction button. Penacony is not over. That,
I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
Oh, wait, do we get to see Sam versus Sparkle in the next update?
Always remember, don't leave with any regrets. So now, do you understand what you must give up, Miss? Even from your point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a time.
Okay, no. Hoyoverse knows what they're doing with that. They knew exactly what they were doing in that instance.
I leave. There's no
And with that...
for me or for you. My script isn't over yet. It's been a while, little Yelena. I propose a toast. Since you care so much, speed up the countdown to the future of Penacony and the universe. Can I interpret this as the next phase of the simulated universe?
Correction. It's a new
subject matter that Dr. Ratio and I have personally agreed on.
My wallet's gonna be in trouble very soon with these two. Okay, let's just skip over that a little bit, because the redemption codes were released and they're publicly known on like several different Honkai or Gacha specific pages.
Whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Albert, your friendliest feathered announcer. Welcome to the version 2.3 Farewell Penacony special program. For today's program, we have with us a Galaxy Ranger as well as a Stellaron Hunter. Not to mention a director of the IPC Strategic Investment Department.
Yeah,
Madam
hotter and hottest.
That's me. Thank you for the invite.
Use your own discretion for how I mean that.
For the version 2.3 special program.
You can call me Acheron. So, what exactly is this newest upgrade you were all talking about?
I just showed everyone. Hi, Trailblazers. Firefly here.
Welcome, welcome. Now, before we go any further, we agreed to a pool party. How come I'm the only one that showed up?
Now I understand why he's complaining, because of what I said of hotter and hottest. He just wanted to see them in bikinis, which I don't blame him. I've seen a lot of art of at least 2 of the 3 of them in bikinis, and it's just good.
I made a swimsuit.
We thought you were joking. After all, this show never previously had pool party levels of funding. Don't worry, Albert. Madam Jade's investment is on the way. Next time for sure.
But next time I won't be at a pool with 3 hot girls.
We're coming to you live from the skies above.
And before anybody questions me about the statements I am making, remember that Firefly's age has never been canonically disclosed, and the only thing we've seen from a Google result says that she's actually pretty fucking old.
Penacony in none other than the Radiant Feldspar airship.
Quite a luxurious setting. What's the occasion?
Oh, no occasion needed, Miss Acheron. I just wanted to give everyone a taste of Penacony's history. Over to you, Madam Jade.
One amber era ago, Odie Alfalfa, the Penacony Alfalfa family head, invested a large sum in constructing the
So we get a new map too?
Star airship. Aside from the opulent parlor, ballroom, and recreation facilities, one could simply relax at the poolside with a few glasses of Soul Glad. This grand airship has sailed above Penacony's Sea of Dreams for an entire amber era, suspending services only recently in the wake of the crisis.
The Trailblazers have yet to claim responsibility for this matter.
In case you weren't aware, the Radiant Feldspar never opens to the public. Only the family's most esteemed guests are invited to take in such breathtaking aerial views of Penacony.
You mean to say that, after 3 whole versions, the Trailblazers might finally be able to take a vacation?
Nope.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The Trailblazers' recent battle against the Order caused great disturbance in Penacony.
Correct. The Charmony Festival was forced to terminate. One can well imagine the damage to public opinion. The family's reputation must be built anew, and the public must be reassured. There are many delicate issues which urgently need addressing.
Aside from the Oak family, the major lineages are preparing their responses to help deal with the aftermath. In the version 2.3 Trailblaze mission, the Express crew will be invited aboard the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses to important family discussions.
But if the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved, what other assistance is required?
The Order stepped all over the Harmony surf. You can't deal with stuff like that out in the open. The family came up with an idea. fix the Radiant Feldspar as the Charmony Festival's location while simultaneously announcing the reopening of the
Oh.
airship.
A pity
Okay,
Magnus
that's where that's going.
fooled the IPC. During the Grand Theater final battle, Aventurine may have been digging up dirt on the family in Dreamflux Reef. I'll need to take care of a few things during my visit to Penacony.
Huh? Is the IPC about to make a claim on Penacony?
Never say never. For the goddamn IPC. Oh, for the Amber Lord, baby.
Reading between the lines, it seems like these discussions concern the future of Penacony.
They do. But a quick refresher. Anyone remember a certain masked fool issuing mutually
See, at least they're referencing it now.
I remember. Sparkle sent out gifts in each one of the past 3 versions. Surely she...
Would pushing the button really cause Penacony to explode?
I have my doubts. Only one way to find out.
Whoa. Everyone take a deep breath, okay? You guys have been spending too much time with a certain blonde-haired director. I'm not putting the bill if you blow up the Radiant Feldspar. Let's leave these mysteries for the trailers to explore again. It's time we got back to the Charming Festival, baby. Who might the honored guest be, I hear you ask?
The Trailblazers.
About to get interesting. Albert hands things over to the Trailblazers again.
Family business is family business, and we've got a show to do. Even if the next young lady needs no introduction.
Before they continue on with this, I will say they totally could have just given us the reins of having Firefly handle the whole thing on the ship. Because that would have been awesome to take over her POV for the entire thing. Maybe not the entire thing, but like the first half with the Sparkle thing. But yeah, of course they have to, yeah. They have to cop out with the Trailblazers. I know this is probably going to show off her moveset, but like... I have a shitty attention span as it is, and...
Member of the Stellaron Hunters and hails from Glamoth, a world that was destroyed long ago.
Glamoth? The same Glamoth from the Firmament Frontline Glamoth relic set? I remember the planar ornament...
I feel like that's very fourth wall breaky, Aaron. I know this entire thing kinda is, but... Chill.
Description had a story about Glamoth's Iron Cavalry Regiment.
Yes. Glamoth was once a rich and powerful empire with a vast territory. After the swarm invaded, everything was destroyed.
Resisting the swarm called for the creation of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. They were genetically modified soldiers, weapons that existed only to wage war.
They piloted mechs to contain the swarm. I met many of those heroes, and bade farewell to many.
What stood out to me is that Sam's full name is actually Firefly Type 4 Strategic Assault Mech, meaning that out there, between the distant celestial bodies, there could be other Sams.
Technically.
Ooh, imagine that. Good thinking, Madam Jade. Perhaps the answer to that question lies in Firefly's myriad Celestia and animated short.
Which I totally plan on watching both of.
I was wondering...
Though I think the animated short that's already out, we got a glimpse of already.
Firefly?
I actually spend a lot of time practicing my Sam lines.
Let me guess. Silverwolf came up with the lines, Blade came up with the movements, and Kafka put them together.
Huh? That sounds a little too professional for us.
Yeah, well, speaking of professional, I think it's time we took...
Hey look, Kafka's a professional at... Never mind.
Her combat mech.
I'm a fire-type character, following the path of...
Yep, this is the moves, and this is where I skip just a little bit, because I want to avoid the spoilies as much as I can. And as, like... Yeah, as good as that transformation sequence is, God, we actually get a little hover over of her in the suit. That's amazing.
Weakness break. I suppose it would make most sense for Firefly to team up with allies who have weakness break efficiency buffs. Or even super break?
Mm-hmm. That's right. For example, the Harmony Trailblazer.
Oh.
Yeah, your own specific they, friend.
In version 2.2, the Trailblazer inherited the Watchmaker's legacy and embarked on the brand new Path of Harmony.
Oh, wait, is this the other thing?
The spirit of trailblazing, traversing unprecedented distances to go where none have gone before. But that's what it's all about. Bringing the will of the trailblaze to more...
Ew. Actually, I should hold that thought until...
And on that note, I've got some good news for y'all. After activating the Harmony Trailblazer following the version 2.3 update, Trailblazers can obtain a Shadow of Harmony through the When Charmony Rings Out event screen.
Okay, so that's where the last one comes from.
Trailblazers Eidolon level.
And if I haven't had time to experience Penacony yet?
Don't worry. After locking the Path of Preservation, Trailblazers yet to complete the version 2.2 Trailblaze mission can activate the Path of Harmony early.
Oh.
When Charmony Rings Out event screen.
That's cool.
Oh. I hope the will of the
Been Mari at that point on both of my accounts, but for the people that aren't, cool.
Said. Now, without further ado, it's time we got to know a certain highly respected IPC director a little better. Enter
Please.
Madam Jade.
She is. I mean, literally though, that high caliber step on me energy. And they know it. Like, literally having her step on the enemy, and she has a fucking whip.
And a member of the 10 Stone Arts. She is as beautiful as she is elegant. And the upcoming Radiant Feldspar discussions are an opportunity for her to showcase her true skill.
In contrast with Topaz's negotiation abilities and Aventurine's daredevil spirit, I prefer to operate behind the scenes, using emergency measures to reap a full harvest when the opportunity arises.
It feels like making a deal with Jade is a risky proposition. If you ever let your guard down even a little bit, you'll never escape her trap no matter how hard you struggle.
I think the term you're looking for is...
Yes!
I like the sound of that.
Mm-hmm. And Jade also has a hobby by the name of Bana Jade Exchange. A pawn shop, essentially. Though it kind of sounds like a fine dining experience.
Okay, no, but can I just hold off a second just to talk about noticing her dub actor's name? Why does it seem like the name Faye just literally attaches to attractive characters? I can only think of one specific example, but for those of you that watch Cowboy Bebop, tell me I'm wrong.
You on the menu.
One swish of the contract and the customer is 8 billion credits out of pocket.
Watch your step, Trailblazers.
Jade's goal always aligns with her own interests. She plays the long game, whetting her customers' appetite while extracting a suitable price. She first draws her customers into a vortex of desire, then pounces where they're most valuable, leaving nothing but an empty shell of despair. Why is everyone staring at me?
Albert? Didn't you
Dude,
just sign an agreement
little owl
with
man,
Jade or
you're as much of a simp as the rest of us for her.
What? Hold on a second.
I love how they're making the little chibi just get that smug look on her face.
What exactly happens to people who sign agreements with Jade?
Patience, patience. Why don't we let the combat do the talking?
Her moveset,
Type character.
erudition. I actually didn't realize she was erudition. I thought she was following another path, but That just kind of makes that whole all-female erudition team even better, doesn't it? How that makes Mono Quantum even better. Ooh, that actually really does make Mono Quantum better. That means the single target of Seal or Quinquai just gets wiped to the side with an AoE. I'm not gonna watch this thing. So I want to be surprised when she comes up in a couple months. So we're just gonna skip by. Her entire moveset is sim fodder. Like, I'm just gonna go with that. Matter of fact, they're pinning her with at least one other erudition character in this. So literally, Himiko, Herda, and her with a heal with a support would just go insane. This actually gives more reason for me to build my Himiko and Herda, huh?
Control of your life to others is all too easy.
Poor Owlbert. He might be doing Jade and the IPC's bidding for a few decades more than anticipated.
Wakey, wakey. I don't take kindly to procrastination during working hours.
How are you feeling, Albert? You won't be retiring anytime soon. But then, neither will your program.
Silver linings! Why do I still feel like I'm working for nothing?
Because
I wouldn't
humanity.
myself with that question. Why don't we talk about the version 2.3 banner instead?
Ooh, great idea. And version 2.3's first.
Okay, first I'm gonna talk about something on this. People pointed out that all three of the characters on her band, the 4 stars, are dead. Which, I don't know to what point they mean by that. Gallagher, is he really dead? I mean, I don't remember that technically being revealed, but I guess he would be considered to be dead. Misha, yeah, dead. Zuyi's a robot, so was she ever alive? I don't recall that part of her backstory. But theoretically, they could also be playing on the whole Firefly's 3 deaths thing with that, which I kind of find funny. And Ruan May's a break effect support, so.
As well as the limited 5-star character Ron May. In addition, the drop rates for the limited 5-star light cone.
Did I ever get Ruan May's cone?
As well as the limited
God, I hope I don't need to grab that.
Will be boosted.
Miss
Because it's bad enough I need to grab Firefly and her cone.
Yearn for the world beyond the cold confines of her surroundings.
Faint lights flickering in the midst of a dark forest.
Meanwhile, in 2.3.
Okay, so Jade literally... No, actually, I get the irony of this one too. Because her three 4-stars are things that everybody should have E6 by now. But what does that mean? That means if people pull them, they automatically get Starlight from it. So money. Ah, I see what they're doing with that.
Second half will prevent. Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Jade and our resident Knight of Beauty, Argenti, will also be joining the.
Wow, I just get a full. I just get to wait 2 whole patches on my ult. I'm pretty sure I have Argenti's cone on my ult.
So,
I mean, granted, I could go for like E1 or something, but.
a gentle side.
Who isn't moved by the laughter of children? My heart isn't actually made of stone, you know.
And finally, the brand new 4-star light cone after the Charmony Falls.
Especially because with my ult, I'll need to save up because I am still saying we're getting Sunday one day. Maybe. Can't say it for sure. We got Ting Yun, so why wouldn't we get Robin? Or why do I keep wanting to say Robin? We have Robin Sunday.
Viewers, let's duck right into version 2.3's brand new events. First up, a significant update to the simulated universe.
So exciting! Did Mr. Screwlum and Dr. Ratio devise a new project?
You guessed it. Led by Mr. Screwlum, Divergent Universe, the Human Comedy, is a brand new project path.
Up until now, the aim of the simulated universe has been to research the stories of the eons. I'm assuming that the human comedy has more of a human focus?
Bingo! That's
Scoos.
the main research thrust of this phase of the simulated universe.
Looks like this project will be conducted on the Radiant Feldspar.
Minga number 2, let me tell you a little more about it. First up, a groundbreaking update to the Divergent Universe, the arithmetic mapping function. In the Divergent Universe, Trailblazers can switch between characters they already possess.
Huh. So they can create their own lineups?
Precisely! When testing the Divergent Universe, Trailblazers will no longer be limited by character downloads. When character level is lower than the current equilibrium level cap, it will automatically increase to meet the cap.
Huh. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Characters is level 1, but I use them in the Divergent universe. It increases to a set level?
You got it!
So handy! But what if a character has the level but no suitable relics or light cones?
Worry not. In that situation, temporary light cones and relics at the
Okay,
current
that's
equilibrium level
really cool.
automatically assigned.
Like, that'll be great for my alt, I guess, to try and do certain
Now,
things.
overlook Dr. Ratio's new brainwave equation, a buff combination of 2 different paths. Before the start of every
Ooh.
test, Trailblazers have the
So it's
opportunity
kind of like
to
that thing in
select
Golden
one
Gears
path.
and Swarm.
And for the equation to take effect, you'll need different amounts of path.
Or just Golden Gears? Just Golden
Once
Gears.
the required amount has been achieved, the equation will activate, and the team can obtain the corresponding combat abilities. Equation has a max of 3 stars.
I see. So the higher an equation's star level, the more blessings are needed to activate it?
You nailed it. And to speed things up, the geniuses have kindly marked the required path blessings for each equation in Trailblazer's possession. Knowing which blessings can activate an equation is easy as pie.
That's so considerate! If you're ever struggling to choose, just follow the mark.
Adapting your choices to suit your equation allows you to cater the effects to your current team.
It works both ways.
I know we're getting minor moveset spoilers here, but at least it's not being too in-depth. It's just showing the same thing or two over and over again.
So, if I accidentally chose an unsuitable blessing, or if I want to switch my current equation, can I make a change?
Of course, by visiting the workbench of creation.
Oh my god, they're using those things for the event. Oh, I love that.
Unwanted blessings can also be switched out.
Also, I'm interrupting him. I want an update to that creation cat trash can jelly thing event. Like, I want to be able to make more of the characters that are coming out as their cat replicants. Because I saw a fan art of Firefly having one, and I want it in-game.
Out for other blessings, or even enhanced.
Huh? Has the curio store added more purchasable items?
Oh, am I hallucinating? Did Madame Herta really lower the prices?
The curio system has been upgraded. In addition to normal curios, Trailblazers can also choose from weighted curios.
Oh?
These curios are more suited to characters of specific paths or types, and really elevate the combat experience.
Ooh.
Keep your eyes peeled, Trailblazers.
Okay, I'm kinda hyped for
You
it.
should also take a
Oh?
look at the wealth and escapade
A
domain
red
of
path?
the Divergent Universe. Trailblazers can win different prizes in these domains by spending cosmic fragments. But beware, in the event of a program error, your cosmic
course, they're
fragments
gambling.
could be wasted, or even land you with negative curios.
Sometimes the same starting point can lead to very different outcomes.
I love how they're adding to the gambling aspect of
It's an
Penacony.
important component.
It sure is. Now, allow me to introduce an impressive optimization that left a big impression on your buddy Albert. When suffering defeat in the simulated universe, Trailblazers no longer need to force stop the game. Divergent Universe combat now allows for restart.
Yo, they're doing the same thing they do for Pure Fiction and Memory of Chaos. That's awesome.
I've always wanted that function.
After completing each test in the Divergent Universe, Trailblazers can acquire synchronicity points and inspiration, allowing them to activate the buff nodes and inspiration circuits. Testing the simulated universe just got a little bit easier.
Thanks for all the info, Albert. It's just... Didn't you forget something important? What about the planar ornaments?
I thought you'd never ask. The planar ornament extraction function has arrived. Every time Trailblazers clear the Divergent Universe, they can choose to save a record of that challenge and archive the data of the equation, blessings, and curios in question.
Hey, yo?
Planar ornaments you want, use the archive. Inherit the data and buffs from the archive, challenge the boss enemy, and obtain immersion reward.
Okay, no, if that actually plays out how it sounds like, that's really fucking cool.
Huh? You mean you can skip ahead? You just need to defeat the boss to get quick access to the planar ornaments?
Are we sure this isn't some cracked version of the simulated universe that Silverwolf put out there?
Shh, keep it down! The last person to doubt the Genius Society lost 76 accounts.
A brand new simulated universe.
Oh yeah, totally worth a try.
Amen to that. Now,
Because if you can actually get your rewards...
the universe will be adding 2 new planar ornaments. Duran, Dynasty of Running Wolves, and Forge of the
Ooh.
Poggers Lantern. Make sure to use the new planar
Come on,
ornament
what do they do?
function to get a hold of them.
After experiencing ordinary extrapolation, the Divergent Universe will have a weekly cyclical extrapolation objective. By completing this weekly challenge, Trailblazers can obtain a first-time completion reward, as well as additional synchronicity points.
Not to mention, in order to celebrate the arrival of the Divergent Universe, Madam Herta has added the 5-star erudition light cone Eternal Calculus
Nice.
to the store. Trailblazers who wish to redeem it better start reserving some Herta bonds.
It sounds like the level of freedom in the Divergent Universe is really high. Faster access to planar ornaments, full choice of characters. Those are some big gameplay improvements.
Big improvements indeed. In the vastness of the universe, the eons are beyond our reach. Humanity must learn to rise from its falls and strike its own path.
When gazing up at the stars, it's important to keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. The stories in Divergent Universe, the human comedy, may seem small, but that does not make them insignificant. Trailblazers.
Yo, wait, seeing the rewards preview, I just want to pitch a thought. Does this mean we're gonna get a custom resin every week? Because my god, that would be amazing.
Get exploring.
I can't wait to experience those stories. It's a chance for us to find out more about ourselves.
Now, if only we can't get a custom thing to swap substats from one relic to another.
Any room for a non-human companion? Aside from all of this, in Penacony's Dreamscape sales store, a deal has been struck with...
Oh, something else?
They wish to seek traces of the shapeless prince in the experiences of your deadly struggles. Unlock the brand new permanent challenge mode, Apocalyptic Shadow, in Dreamflux Reef, and experience those past dreamscapes.
Creed Exequi. Is this the first appearance of this faction of the finality?
Not necessarily.
A new permanent challenge mode? So, what's different?
In Apocalyptic Shadow, Trailblazers will challenge boss enemies that they have encountered in their journey. Every phase has 2 enemies, which are split into 4 levels of challenge difficulty. The enemies in Apocalyptic Shadow are a little different to regular boss enemies. In preparation for the fight, Trailblazers can read the enemy's traits at the start of the battle.
As with other permanent game modes, during the
So it is like,
there are buff effects
obviously,
Trailblazers to
PF
choose
and
from
MOC.
laws. Make sure you maximize the advantages of your lineup. Defeating enemies through team adjustments, or by exploring different battle strategies, makes for a richer combat experience. Trailblazers can record a maximum of 3 floors of 3-star quick clearances.
That's right. And after the first time clearance of Apocalyptic Shadows set difficulty, Trailblazers can obtain the 4-star character Shui Yi
Weird
as well
free
as
unit to
Stellar
give, but
Jades and self-modeling resin.
Nice!
We're just getting warmed up. Let's take a look at the permanent game mode rotating schedule. The first phase of the Apocalyptic Shadow Challenge will launch on the day of the version 2.3 update.
oh,
And last for 6
so
weeks.
yeah, it is literally just fitting in with the rotation of things. That's
According to the
cool.
following sequence: Apocalyptic Shadow, Pure Fiction, Forgotten Hall. Just as before. On every other Monday, the permanent challenge stage is replaced.
Related system functions have also been optimized. When entering the 3 permanent game mode screens from the Interastral Peace Handbook, aside from being able to see the challenge lineups of their friends, Trailblazers can also easily check the star level progress of their current challenge.
Of course.
On the permanent game mode preparation screen, Trailblazers can use preset lineups to create their team, and even customize with drag and drop. How thoughtful.
That's way more nifty than having to go back in and redo it manually.
By clearing a phase of Apocalyptic Shadow, Trailblazers can earn a maximum of 720 Stellar Jades.
I really gotta build up my ult to start being able to do all this shit, cause, bro.
The maximum number of Stellar Jades awarded in each phase of the Forgotten Hall. Pure Fiction.
Nice.
Apocalyptic Shadow permanent challenges is increasing from 720 to 800.
An extra 80 goes a long way.
Budgetary increase will be funded through Gilbert's salary.
Poor owl.
You.
It's like I said, making a deal with Jade is a risky proposition.
Well then, following this change, Trailblazers can now obtain a total of 2,400 Stellar Jades.
Hey, that's enough for a summon and a half.
Each version.
Or 10 count and a half.
Hear quiet weeping.
I don't think Owlbird's seeing the bright side.
Keep it together, Albert.
He'll be fine. He's a bird.
In the upcoming version, the origami birds also venture into the Radiant Feldspar. Bring with them a little game.
And if it's getting all the rewards from the map on my main account, because
An arcade game?
even with all the cool new updates, I'm gonna
These
need a lot of
origami
jade.
birds are very endearing. But why do I have a sense of deja vu?
In this arcade game, Trailblazers need to cause elimination within a specified number of steps in order to increase.
We're playing fucking Candy Crush now?
Before the end of every turn, corresponding damage is calculated.
Okay, no, that's not the original name of the game, but that's what came to mind first.
When your opponent's HP returns to 0, like my bank account, victory is sealed.
This gameplay.
Could it really be?
The legendary.
I never thought the day would come when I could play match 3 on a Penaconian airship.
In the Origami Bird class event, Trailblazers can also do battle freely.
I won't lie, it's kind of cool to get to just sit and play one of the most relaxing games of all time in-game.
Be they old buddies or gaming acquaintances, all can connect and play. Get
Okay, that's also cool, you can PvP with friends.
The next event is called Stellar Shimmer. Does that name ring any bells for anyone?
Stellar Flare. Is this the sequel?
You're a sharp one, Miss Acheron. Stellar Shimmer brings with it lots of brand new challenge mechanisms and trial character lineups. Catering your team to suit the mechanisms is the key to victory.
These mechanisms. Care to divulge a little more?
Well, for example, in certain stages, breaking an enemy's weakness can grant you an extra action. In other stages, characters enjoy unlimited revivals and can regenerate 50% of their energy.
Does that mean Trailblazers can try doing away with survivability units and focus purely on damage output lineups?
Oh, hey, so those zero cycle things that people like to do?
Enemies as possible in a set number of cycles to complete the challenge and obtain rewards. Whew. That's it for events. Time we took another breather. Don't go anywhere. More fascinating updates on version 2.3 are right around the corner.
And here's another update code.
It's the return of a nail-biting and thrilling tradition.
Gift of Odyssey.
Yeah!
Check in for 10 free warps. The usual.
There's also version 2.3's double events. Our
Okay, so
friends
guess
Planar
starting
Adventures
next
in the
week,
realm
guys,
of
save up all
strange.
my
Double planar ornaments and materials?
stuff.
What's not to love?
Also in this version are the newly added Cavern Relics.
Oh.
Iron Cavalry against the...
So break and super break DPS characters and follow-up attack and damage. Okay. So follow-up characters get a new set, and the DPS for break characters get a new set. But break DPS specifically, so that won't help Ron May. So keep using Thief or Watchmaker for her and Trailblazer. Oh, actually, would the Trailblazer use that new set? I guess they could, but the new set seems like it's probably more particularly for Boot Hill and Firefly and maybe Jade? I don't know if Jade would count. No, Jade would be under the follow-up set, that hence the other one. So that means Himiko and Herta would also probably be making use of Wind Soaring, I would think. Ron May didn't immediately get suggested for Watchmaker when that came out, so maybe Herta and Himiko won't be recommended the new set, but I guess I don't hyper grind for relics for those characters for the time being.
The Scourge and the wind-soaring Valorous.
Trailblazers can head for the Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Cavalier challenge to obtain them.
And hey, look, if we get the bonus event when the new one releases,
Added to the brand new calyxes, rough sketch, dynamic outlining, and exquisite colored draft.
For Trailblazers who wish to level up traces for me, these materials are indispensable.
So many updates! Man, I can't wait for this version to drop.
same.
And we're at the end of the version 2.3 special program. And it's about time we bade farewell to this
Don't you have one thing?
Thanks again for everyone's support.
I could swear there's one thing we didn't see that I heard about.
Wait, the version 2.3 story. Here's hoping the Penacony discussions make for smooth sailing. Please.
Unless it was drip marketed and not actually part of this.
The IPC.
I'm looking forward to the brand new Divergent universe, not to mention all those brilliant events. Don't forget to try them out.
In that case, see you in the next stream, Trailblazers. I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot.
Bye.
Oh,
What the heck is written in this thing anyway? That's it. That's it. I've had it. What am I? A god? Joke to them? Getting me to read out virgin names they're too afraid to read out for themselves. And not to mention the bullying. All these years working my tail for this out for the RPC, and even the audience thinks I'm an intern.
Albert going mad.
Using my salary to fund the stellar change budget for the new events. The audacity! You two, get out here.
What?
Ha! Tell that to Sunday. Now listen up. The 3 years are up. I quit. If you didn't know already, I got an offer from the CN show to host the War Dance. Albert's about to become a big-time sports anchor.
Good for you, Albert.
You can get that on your knees and beg for all I care. It won't make any difference. What? You the most important event in the Cienjo calendar, the War Dance. The opening session is...
Oh, is this when we see the other bit that I was about to...
Here, you will witness members from all Cienjo delegations fight for supremacy in the Luminary Combat Arts Ceremony. First up, put your hands together for the Cienjo Yaoqing delegation. Fierce and swift is Fei Xiao, the Merlin's Claw. And by his side, he doesn't drink plain soup and has no time for coriander.
Oh, hey, the new 4-star.
Celebrated medicinal chef Jiao Zhou. What the heck did I just read? Up next, he's cold and silent as a haunting shadow. The crow-feathered weirdo.
See, there go the characters that I'm going to be pulling for on my hold.
Behind him is the Xianzhou Juming delegation. Strong and righteous is Huayan, the Flaming Heart. And now, she strikes while the iron is hot and forges while the flames are bright. It's one of the Flame Will Octet.
I didn't really like Yun Li's look, but I mean...
These are some wordy intros. And finally, the official host delegation has arrived. Let's hear it for the Xianzhou Lao Fu. Please welcome, having suddenly returned home for the big
Hello?
is the new Alchemy Commission Cauldron Master.
I haven't seen art for her yet.
As well as an exceptionally gifted and legendary new sword master who shall remain anonymous for the time being. I wonder they needed me for this gig.
Anyway, this is what I wanted to talk about that I thought they were going to reveal during that video, but they ended up not. Was that legendary mystery swordswoman at the end of that bit was our own March 7th. No, instead of her secondary form being some huge reawakening of her true potential and maybe becoming an abundance character or something, we actually get her as a new imaginary character. Which, don't get me wrong, like, she looks really good. She does. But to be called a legendary swordsman? Is this her reawakening? Or is this just, like, they're calling her a legendary swordswoman just because? I don't know. These are things to be found out, but I will say that I am incredibly looking forward to seeing how she works out. A bit of a pain in the ass to also have to grind out new hunt materials, but I'm assuming those are the same as Boot Hill uses. I'm not going to pre-grind for them just in case they, like, drop new ones on us in the second half of 2.3 when this happens, but... Or maybe not even the second half of 2.3, maybe 2.4. Don't know. But let me know your thoughts on when that's going to happen in the comment section down below. What do you think of her new look? Is it just going to be an upgrade from March as we know her? Or is it going to be that awakening we were waiting for and it's just a little bit unexpected? Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know who you're pulling for within the next update or two, or maybe even 3 by the look of the number of characters they announced. Sorry, tripping over words. Still early in the day for me. Because, again, personally, my wallet's in danger because I'm pulling for Firefly, her cone, Jade, her cone, and that's just within the next 2 patches. My ult will be fine because I'm pretty sure I have Argenti's cone, so I don't need to pull for him or the cone unless I need, you know, an Eidolon or a super imposition. But my personal account, that's going to be trouble. At least this version of March we're more than likely getting for free, just like the Trailblazer. And this is actually a thing I wanted to bring up earlier. Do you think that with the trend of getting upgrades for the free characters we were given, you know, Trailblazer, March, are we going to one day maybe get an update for Herda? That's something I would like discussed in the comment section, because she's another character we get 100% for free at E6. So do you think with all these simulated universe upgrades we get, maybe we'll one day get an upgrade for Herda herself? Maybe show her true form one day? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section down below as well. And, you know, maybe if you can help me work past my Wuthering Waves lag so I can actually play the game properly on computer. But like I said in the very beginning, don't forget hit like, subscribe to the gaming channel, the review channel in the description down below. Ring both bells like Facebook, follow Twitter to keep updated with things. TikTok, Patreon, where you get the full unedited versions of those reviews in the description. That's the wrong thing. In the description down below. Ring both bells like Facebook, follow Twitter. I just said that. Brain broke. Twitch, subscribe there for benefits. You can do so with Twitch Prime for free. I will be streaming the update when it happens. And all that being said, it's been TheBlaziking. Sign out. Ta-ta for now. Peace.